Good afternoon and welcome to CHICAT Live, interactive show on CAN TV 21. We're here to talk to you today about Chicago Center for Arts and Technology. My name is Walter Bush and I'm the Workforce Placement Officer at CHICAT. And today in the studio I have with me Joshua Miller, our Lab Tech Quality Control Instructor. Welcome.
Thank you,
Maintenance instructor. I'm sorry.
Maintenance instructor, yeah.
Glad you could be here.
Thank you. I'm glad you're having me here.
So today on the show, we're really going to get into talking about the manufacturing industry, what we offer the community in terms of classes and certifications, and then Joshua can go more in depth about his background in the industry and the different ins and outs in manufacturing and in industrial maintenance. But first, what we would like to do is give you some background information on who we are at Chicago Center for Arts and Technology, also known as CHICAT. We are actually one of 10 centers around the United States. We actually have a center in Accra, Israel also. We have a 50-year track record of providing art and technology training for youth and adult career certifications with job placement. So our three premier programs that we offer for adults are Lab Tech Quality Control for the food manufacturing industry, maintenance mechanics, maintenance technicians for the food manufacturing and whole manufacturing industry in Chicago, and also health information technology. I will pull up some information for you first to show you what our mission is at CHICAT. At CHICAT, we elevate our talents, culture, and community through transformative art studios, sector-driven training, and advanced technology. And again, our classes, I would like to mention that they are no cost to the student. So if a student is accepted into our programs, they receive a full scholarship that covers tuition, books, fees, and we just want to make sure our students don't have to worry about how they're going to pay for their education, but really focus on the curriculum, the training, and the job search and actually securing a career in the industry. And today, since we're focused on the manufacturing industry, I do want to pull up some information about the program, and then we'll go straight into some questions for Joshua. So our advanced manufacturing maintenance program, it is 6 months long, full-time daytime curriculum. We meet Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. It is a simulated work environment, so you're definitely working on activities that you would basically be doing at work to give you more hands-on experience. Our certification is a nationally recognized certification, as you can see through MSSC for Certified Production Technicians, and MSSC stands for the Manufacturing Standards Skills Council, which again is a nationally accredited body. And then some of the coursework, and again, Joshua will go more into detail, but some of the coursework we look at is hydraulics, shop math, blueprint reading, AC/DC electrical, of course on the front end, safety, OSHA safety, pneumatics, tool usage, and electronic systems and how they control those manufacturing systems. So Joshua, a few questions for you. If you want to start off by just giving the viewing audience what your background is in terms of the maintenance industry or in manufacturing.
Okay. Well, I have 20 years experience in the industry, the manufacturing industry. I've worked in steel, I've worked in food, I've worked in chemical. So I've pretty much touched every industry. The mechanical, I've touched every industry. As I said, I have 20 years experience. Some of that experience I got when I was in the military, various other places, the local 399, dealing with them as a stationary engineer. So I've pretty much been around, and I've done a lot of different things and gathered experience in many different other places.
Awesome. And in terms of manufacturing, I know there's a lot of opportunities, and especially in the Chicago manufacturing
Yes,
community.
it is.
Approximately how many companies do you think are out there? Probably in the hundreds, right?
Maybe in the thousands.
Thousands.
Yeah,
So,
thousands, actually.
Yeah, so Chicago is definitely a hotbed activity area for manufacturing. Historically, because Chicago is in the center of the United States in terms of logistics and shipping and manufacturing, that's why manufacturing is still here and having a resurgence, of course. Joshua, can you walk through, to kind of give us a walkthrough of what the program would look like and what the students would be getting from the program?
Well, I would like for the students to be, how I would like to say, very well rounded. I would like to touch on just about every base of the industry I could possibly touch on with them, as far as mechanical, electrical skills, hydraulics, PLC. A lot of the things are very heavy in our course curriculum. So I really want to stick to the curriculum and also bring in other things that I have actually been in depth to learning while I was in the industry myself. So I feel that the more well-rounded the person is, the better marketability they have when you go to these companies.
Definitely. And in terms of certain equipment, what type of equipment or machinery would the students learn about or operate in the class?
Well, in the class we have hydraulic actuators, and those are wired with PLC. We also have pneumatic systems that are wired with PLC. We have a centrifugal pump in the class. Hopefully we can find a shaft for it so we can do a little micrometering,
Okay.
a little miking, and that'll be great. Let me see. What else do we have in the class?
I know we have some like basic tools like calipers.
Yeah, we got calipers.
Yeah.
We got the tools. I mean, we got a whole thing of tools.
Right.
We got multimeters wherever they need. But I think like the big part about it will be basically getting in there and dealing with some of the gears and the pulleys that we have. We actually have an entire setup with the gears and the pulleys where they can learn how to take them apart, put them back together. So it gives a lot of hands-on training, especially with the hydraulic actuators and what goes into programming them with the PLC. And also with the hydraulic fluid, I also like to go over the way the atoms, how they flash when the fluid heats up. So let me see what else. And I'm working on getting some other things for the class, some donated equipment, but I'm gonna wait and see how that works out.
Right.
But overall, I think this would be a good class for anybody to take, male or female. And the industry, like I said, it's a very competitive industry, and there aren't a lot of women maintenance technicians, and those jobs really need to be gotten by women as well as the men. And anybody can be successful in this industry. Anybody. I mean, all it takes is a little mechanical knowledge, and you don't have to have very much mechanical knowledge, but just a little bit, and you can pretty much learn, grow, and go anywhere in this industry. You can succeed.
Awesome. Then could you explain to the audience what type of companies would a potential student then work at once they get their certification, and what would be some of the roles?
Okay. Well, in getting a certification and being a maintenance technician, maintenance mechanic, you could possibly work at a food manufacturing plant. You could work at a steel plant. You can work at a chemical plant. You can work at a mechanical plant. The jobs that you would do, overall as a maintenance technician or a maintenance mechanic, you will operate. Well, you will do preventive maintenance on a lot of equipment, and PMS is a very big thing. Some companies they routine it around a 13-week schedule, where you have to maintain the equipment. You'll do a lot of work orders, depending on where you're at, how old the equipment is, and it's the work. And I'm not gonna lie, can be challenging, but it can be very fulfilling at the same time, especially if you're a person that likes to work with your hands. And if you have a good crew with you, that makes it a lot better as well. As I said, some buildings are fully automated, so you won't have to do too much with that. And also with that, you can go into being a building engineer, building technician with this job. It's not just limited to factories. It's not. I mean, you can pretty much go anywhere with the certification.
So would you say for the duration that this career is not going anywhere?
No, this career is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. I mean, you have the industrial district right down there on 43rd Street, and they have a multitude of factories. You have OSI over there. You have CBRE. You have a lot of different factories over there. So it's not going anywhere. It's just constantly growing. Anywhere you go out, Bellwood, Belmont, Des Plaines, you have factories everywhere,
Right,
and they're
right.
popping up every day too.
Right.
So,
So not only in the city center, but also in the suburban areas also. So, trying to get to and from work is not an issue because the
No.
jobs are plentiful.
the jobs are plentiful. Yes, they are. They are there. You can work at Mars, Hershey, anywhere. I mean, the jobs are there.
Definitely. I just want to pull up a picture of one of our past classes in action. And you could probably talk more to what they were actually working on. I think this was a motor simulation or demonstration.
That's exactly what it is. A three-phase motor, and they have a belt, a pulley attached to it. They're actually adjusting the belt. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're adjusting the belt. And I can't really see that picture in the corner because I don't have on my glasses.
Yeah, same setup. So they were, identifying the right tool to get the, job done, but exactly adjusting those pulleys and motors. So that's just an example. And then in one of our other classes, which also is in manufacturing, but they focus on the food sanitation part of manufacturing. So in this photo, you can see the students working with the microscope for different samples. So again, our manufacturing, we got a caller on the line. Go ahead, caller, what's your question?
Hello. My question is how much money can you make and how much room is there for growth? Like if I take this class, how much might I earn like a year later and maybe like 5 years later?
That's a good question. Well, in my experience in the industry, from what I have seen, and like I said, I've been around for a long time, the lowest I've ever seen anybody come in is around $43,000. Now, it also depends on the company, because you end up with a mom and pop company, and there are mom and pop factories out here. And when I say mom and pop, they're not a very big nationally known factory. They're not like Hershey, and they're not like Chrysler, so they're not very big. So a lot of them will not offer you that type of salary. Some of them will give you a job where you're making $12 an hour. So, I mean, it all depends where you go, where you're placed at the end of the day. But as far as room for growth, I mean, at one point, when I was out in the field, I was making $95,000 a year. So, I mean,
Wow.
you can go further than that. At one point, I was making 120, and that was when I was with the city. So, I mean, it moves around.
Well, thank you. That's great.
Thank you, caller. And to add on to that, in our experience from our graduating class, we've had individuals who had no experience at all in manufacturing. They finished the program, started off at $35,000 per year with a really beautiful benefit package, medical,
Yeah, I didn't
dental,
mention the benefit
vision.
package. You always get a good benefit
Yeah.
package. I didn't mention that one.
And they even had first year potential to earn a $10,000 bonus. So programs like this are very important to build that pipeline into the manufacturing industry.
That's right.
And the way education has changed in America, 20 years ago, you would probably need a higher level degree than a 6-month certification to start earning these type of wages.
True story.
But again, we want to show the community that the opportunities are out there. The curriculum is real, the jobs are real, and the curriculum definitely prepares you for a career, not a dead-end job in the industry.
If I can add into that, these jobs, maintenance technicians, maintenance engineers, or whatever you want, whatever they're going to classify your title as when you go to these jobs, we are in high demand. Like,
Definitely.
they really need us at these places, at these industrial factories, at these buildings, and a lot of times, like I said, they're willing to pay top dollar, depending on where you go.
That is so true. We have employers literally trying to knock down our door for more students, and us being a smaller school, they have a demand, and we're trying to graduate, students at a 6-month interval. But again, the jobs are so plentiful, the opportunity is there. And again, I can't mention even more than, as Joshua mentioned, the growth potential. I too know people personally who've got to a point where they're earning 6 figures for top companies like United Airlines and Coca-Cola. And again, our job is to inform the community that this industry is relevant. In the past, there may have been some misinformation or just a whole historical piece of manufacturing companies outsourcing to other countries. But again, last 15 to 20 years, there's definitely been a resurgence and a commitment for companies in America to create jobs for American workers. And again, that's why we're here to let you all know that the jobs exist. We're here to help you get the certifications and the training, and then help you with the job placement aspect of the program. I just wanted to bring up some requirements for our program so the community will know what we're looking for. So in terms of our program, you have to be 18 years or older, already have your high school diploma or GED. We do have an entrance exam, which is a test of adult basic education. So we're looking for at least a 10th grade reading, math level. But we don't just look at a score. We also look at your past work history, your academic performance, your commitment and passion about going into this industry. And, again, we're open to bringing folks in from the community so they can take advantage of these jobs. So even if you don't have a GED or high school diploma, you can come to us and we will refer you to one of our partner agencies to get that high school diploma or GED. And then when you finish and you get that, you come straight to us. So again, we as Chicago Center for Arts and Technology, if you need to contact us, we do have walk-ins in terms of you getting enrolled in the program, or if you need more information, you can call us at 312-733-1701. And in the interest of time, I do have some announcements. We are actually having our Black History Month, African American History Month celebration coming this Friday, February 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. So there'll be demonstrations about the industries we work in. There'll be some presentations on Black history and the arts and in manufacturing and science and healthcare. There'll be food provided. We also will be having trivia. And I think
Live entertainment.
Live entertainment. Can't forget about that.
Live entertainment.
And that will be from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. February 22nd, this coming Friday. So everyone in the community is welcome to come. And if you need more information, again, you can find us at www.chicat.org or give us a call at 312-733-1701. Another announcement, as I mentioned before, we also offer arts and technology classes for youth, 6th through 12th graders. So the youth program is having open enrollment. It's not too late to enroll your 6th through 12th grader if you're interested in coding or video production, audio production, graphic design, comic book making, costume making. Those are some of the offerings that we have for our youth program. And again, those programs are also free, no cost to the student. We also have transportation assistance for our youth and adult programs, so don't worry about how you're going to make it to school. We'll help you out with that also. So again, if you need to contact us, our number is 312-733-1701, and our website is www.chicat.org. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and again, thank you for listening and just come in to see what we have to offer. And we have offerings for adults and youth. So we really try to make it a family-centered, community-focused program. Again, Joshua, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for
Anything
having me.
else you would like to add?
No, not at the moment. I appreciate it. I really do. I like being here. And we hope that you stop through and you come by and check out the program, and hopefully you'll join my class. So that'll be a good thing. I'd like to see you there.
Thank you, Joshua. I'm going to pull up this map that just shows you where we're at in terms of city of Chicago. So we're located in the Illinois Medical District, right between Roosevelt and Ashland. We're accessible, via the Roosevelt bus, Ashland bus, and also the Pink Line, located close to University of Illinois at Chicago. So that just gives you an idea of where we're located. But again, we work with individuals, youth and adults from all over the city of Chicago. So feel free again to come in for a tour, learn more about our programs, and we welcome everyone. And again, thank you for having us. This show will also be rebroadcast on CAN TV's YouTube channel, Channel 21. We are live now, but the rebroadcast will happen in about 2 days. Thank you for having us. Let's see, is there anything else we want to add? I think we pretty much covered everything, but again, we got about 2 minutes to talk about anything manufacturing wise.
Let me think.
It's so much, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. So, where you want to start off?
Well, I will add that we are having open enrollment for our 2 manufacturing classes. They're about to start soon, at the end of this month. So if you can get in as soon as possible to start the enrollment process, again, we welcome you to do that. If you need any information about documents that you need to bring in, I will pull that up real quick. So these are just some of the required documents that we're looking for: driver's license, state ID, high school diploma, or GED, whichever one you have. We need proof of that, plus your transcripts and a copy of your resume if you have one. And again, come see us for our Black History Month event. Friday, February 22nd, 4 p.m. to 7, and we will see you next week. Thank you.